I'm going to fizz up some water. Oh man, maybe the microphone is too sensitive, huh? I'm gonna fizz up some water and then I'll be good. Let's tone down the sensitivity a little bit. Just a little bit. Ibuku. I'm gonna disappoint you now. I don't have one of those like binaural ear microphones or one of those things that you hold up to the microphone and squish while staring dead ass into the camera, unblinking for 3 minutes. And Jade, if I hate to do this to you, but if or when we start doing like close to partner numbers, and I put out a poll that says how much do you want me to invest in ASMR, and one of the options is get a binaural ear microphone, and I put it on Throne and it gets funded, then the rest is up to God, isn't it? Domain, no. Just doing some final tweaks. Thank you for your patience. Hello, everyone. How are you? How are you? Is my music still going? It didn't change. I mean, it's not supposed to change. It looks okay. You look okay, you look okay. Oh, hello to men sitting next to me. So I might be doing some, throat clears and stuff. I don't know if that's that's an unintended part of the ASMR experience, but I had the presence of mind to down a 3 out of 5 level, spicy level ramen cup. So if I throat clear and that's bothersome to you, I apologize. My microphone is now, hi Shumi. My microphone is now so sensitive that you're also gonna hear traffic outside. I live right next to a T-junction, and there's lots of trucks that are going by. So you work with what you got. I have soundproof to the best of my ability. My computer is right next to a window, so on and so forth. Excuses, excuses. Who is sitting with you? That is Tomain. Tomain in-game is a cat person, even though I could have sworn that he's been something called a Tarataru, which is a very small person. and Tomain has never been a very small person. He's always been a cat person. Oh, hells yeah, trucks. I'm gonna ask you, chat, to confirm that my voice is okay. if you were here for the last ASMR stream, when we also played a little bit of Silent Hill F and also a sponsorship game, it should sound about the same. I want to avoid clipping. I want to avoid peaking. Voice sounds good, thank you. Catgirl since 05. Then why do I keep thinking of you as a Tarataru? That's interesting. It's very much my problem. Welcome in, Inkfairy. It's good to see you. And hello, Scott. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, we're gonna move this over, and then I'm going to put this over here. Okay. Okay. We've done 15 of this thing that we're about to do again. And we've done 15 over the course of 2 years. Stoicism stream is me talking at you. It's talking with you about the ancient Greco-Roman philosophy that I've grafted onto my brain for the last over 10 years. It affects everything that I do. It affects every word that I say. It affects every action that I do, every choice that I make. It is hard baked into my body. It's not even a second nature thing anymore. It's a 1.5 nature thing. We've done one of these once a month or every other month since I started working on building confidence in what I'm doing with the streaming thing in general. It's been about 8 months since I began truly accepting that I'm meaningfully helping people on a greater scale. Happy birthday, 20th anniversary, Final Fantasy XI addiction to me. Welcome in, Lissa. It's good to see you. Hello, X-Ray. Hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. I had my Stoics model on the opposite side of Tomain. Is that where you are? You can log on, Jade. I don't mind if you hang out in game. That's fine. It's been about 4 months to date since becoming fully aware that my intentions are correct in teaching this stuff. This stuff that I think about from the time that I wake up to the time that I go to bed. I'm completely certain that I'm doing these Stoicism streams now to do my part to keep alive a link that goes back about 2,000 years. I do these streams in hopes that I'll be able to be there for someone like my role models were for me, at the right place, at a pivotal time, now or later, whether it's happening to you in real time, or if it's on a VOD on YouTube, or however somebody finds me. I can do this without you, chatter, having any prior knowledge about what a Stoic is, about what I'm about the philosophy. I can do it without you needing to start calling yourself a Stoic, or seeking out more info on the philosophy on your own. But if any of what I say to you resonates, you might just seek it out on your own, and I'll give you some information on how to reach out to me if you have any questions, and I'll answer to the best of my ability. I will never say anything to you. This applies in general, but I will never say anything to you without me being very sure of it first, either because I've applied it personally in my life, including to some very fucked up situations, or with me referencing precedent and then me giving you my take on what I would suggest, unless you just want to talk to me, which is also fine. So look at your game. I'm literally there. Oh, you are. You're just on the other side. I'm just blocking. I'm just blocking where you are on my screen. Okay, that makes sense. That's funny. Let me get my stuff back up. You're welcome to reach out to me on Discord with any thoughts or questions that you might have if you're comfortable doing so, and I'll put the link in chat now. Do you want me to move? No, you're fine. I mean, you can get closer to Tomain if you'd like to. You can sit closer to me. That's fine. I'm not going to bite you. As far as you're aware, I'm not going to bite you. You should be fine. No, you are going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. I might bite you. I don't know. If I can't answer right away with whatever you reach out to me, however you reach out to me, I'll let you know. But no matter, yes, you will bite, I will bite. But I will get back to you. You can use an anonymous sign-up list message site I use called Marshmallow to plug questions, comments, and feedback into. And I'll put the link for that in chat now. You don't have to register for it. You don't have to sign up for it. I'll explain a little bit about that later. But you can just send things to me if you want to, with an important caveat. I'll be spot checking the AMA site throughout the stream, and if you have any questions, I'll give you my thoughts in real time. It's going to work like the advice box from Fire Emblem Three Houses, if you remember that. If you happen to want to send me messages on Marshmallow after the stream is over, again, you don't have to register to do that, but the important thing is that I won't be able to reply to you unless you do. For example, I just looked and there was a message that says, how do you navigate developing feelings for a best friend who doesn't like you back in that way? And that's a very good question. Unfortunately, if this was intended for me to answer privately, I'm not able to answer back unless you are signed in. So it gives me the option of answering in general in like a blanket fashion on Twitter. But this is the sort of question that I think is targeted and like with involving something that is going on in somebody's life. For base covering purposes, I'm not accredited. I'm not certified. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Alex. I appreciate that. I'm not accredited. I'm not certified. I'm not licensed anywhere to perform psychological or philosophical counseling. I got close. I got close to doing it once, and then I just got pulled in other directions, as life tends to do. I can say that I know I've helped people. And anything I ever say in a Stoicism stream is something I practiced or applied myself to real-world situations, and I'm happy to expand on anything at any time. You're not inconveniencing me in any way. There's no minimum or maximum amount of time that this is going to run. We're just going to keep talking until it feels like a good time to stop. We'll then take a break so I can move things around. We'll stretch, we'll eat a snack, and around then, probably you should too. Then we'll play Silent Hill for my best guess is a couple hours after. So why am I doing this? It's because I owe a debt. I owe a debt to the path that's made me what I am. It's made me believe in myself. It let me recognize, embrace, and tease out qualities that I believed that I simply didn't have. Or ones that were meant for better people. Main characters. I owe it to my role models to try to be for someone what they were for me. It happens to be a goal to stream part-time, and if we get there full-time, so I have as many opportunities as possible to impact even people at a pivotal time for them, even one person. If I help even one person with these streams, or any stream, even a little bit, it's a success, no matter how much or how little money flows through the channel, or whether I float 1 million followers or 100. It's always been that way. It's always going to be that way. I'm going to do my fancy fire thing now, okay? I'm going to do my fancy fire thing that I typically don't do outside of Stoicism streams. You ready? Ooh, look at that. Ooh, wow. Wow, that's crazy.
Stoic is a very good boy. Stoic is a very good boy.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support so much. We're gonna get started. Okay. Let me actually check the AMA site. I could answer this question in real time, because I don't think that while it was probably meant to be asked in like a, hey, can you help me personally kind of way, I think that this also applies to people in general. Welcome in to Both the Bears. Good to see you. Hello, Wispy. Significantly helped me. I don't even go to my therapist anymore. He's my therapist. Stoic has helped a lot of people despite silly behavior. He's very kind and caring, does his best to be there for people. Good to see you too, homie. Not as good as it is to see you, baby cakes. How would you navigate developing feelings for a best friend who doesn't like you back in that way? I don't know if it's like an unrequited love type situation. But affection and feeling that kind of pull towards another person is one of the most difficult things to build a resistance to in yourself. especially if you're already experiencing it, because the mind has a tendency to do with hope what it does with fear, and that with fear, it's a wanting to avoid something that seems terrible, whereas with hope, it's a want or a pull towards something that to you seems good in whatever way it seems to be. Desire is much harder to control, because fear is a instant response. Pain, well, fear is an anticipation of an instant response. Pain is an instant reaction. It is something that induces stress. It compels you away from something. And trying to move away from something is a lot easier than trying to avoid being compelled towards something, because we're all geared to try to find good things wherever possible. And we are convinced that all things that feel good are in fact good for us. And that is why desire is like 10 times harder, in my opinion and my experience, to build a resistance to, is because you are convincing yourself that you need this thing. You think about the best friend that you feel an attraction to, and you are saying to yourself, oh, okay, so I can like spend time with them, I can go on dates with them, what if we hang out, what if they're into me in the same way, what if I hold on to hope and think that they're going to see me one day the same way that I see them. It is a process that is passive, but it's also kind of like an auto-injector. It's kind of like an auto-feeder of ideas. The best way to handle it, in my personal opinion, in my personal experience, is to break it apart. Not maliciously in yourself, not with the intent to hurt yourself, but to take apart the different disparate elements that make you feel this way into their component parts in your brain, and ask yourself individually why you are attracted to that thing. And if it makes sense, given the overall situation in your relation to this person, for you to feel that way about this basic part. If you're developing attraction to this person and you don't feel like it's appropriate in whatever respect, then, and they have like a very pretty symmetrical face, they have long hair, they have big boobs, right? Thick thighs. You can fill in the blanks. Siren eyes, for example. You have to take those elements and you have to break them apart in your head by literally doing that in your mind. Okay, you say, like, what I'm looking at is blood and bones and skin, and they are arranged in such a way that it invokes a response in me. It makes me feel compelled. One moment. It makes me feel compelled. However, on their own, with these things just by themselves, do these things have any voice? Do they tell me that I'm supposed to be attracted to them? And if I don't feel that way towards any particular part of it, combining them back together into one, after thinking through that way, helps you build a resistance to the idea that you are being compelled, because you are still of the frame of mind that I'm looking at a pretty face, but they have no more control. It has no more control over me than when I allow it. And as far as if like the person seems to be good, you can appreciate that without being in a relationship with them. You can help build them up without needing it to be something more. It doesn't get rid of the attraction, but it does help break control, undue control that you might be giving them over your mind. which is very, very important for there to be that kind of like barrier there. Not just for your own well-being, your own protection, but because it helps you if they do come around, if they happen to become attracted to you one day, it'll allow you to be operating from a place of being self-grounded. And that is a much healthier like operating point for you. Let me check this. Let me refresh this. Let's see if anything came in. So I don't know if that answered the question. I don't know if that helped. If you happen to be here. Often we find ourselves scared of the unknown, even if it's something that's going to be objectively good for us. We're hopefully moving out of a lifelong abusive situation to something better, but it still gives us pause, fills us with anxiety. It makes us want to stay where we are, even though it's a miserable existence. How do we move past this fear, and step into a new unknown that brings its own fears? Life is change. Everything is constantly coming into existence and constantly passing. And it's necessary for these changes to happen in order for everything to turn over. The alternative would be for everything to stay the same forever. And if you take it to like a maximum degree, like conclusion of what that would look like, if everything stayed the same forever and everything lived forever, it means eventually that there would be no more balance. It would mean that there are no more opportunities for self-improvement. It would mean like there are challenges in life, but the challenges represent to us like a threat. But in them is opportunities to build the characteristics that are suited to help us deal with them. And being in a lifelong abusive situation is something that is uncommon for people to experience. It's hard for them to relate to that. It's hard to comment on it because of how deeply uncomfortable the implications are. But the most important thing is that you are able to simultaneously rob control from the person that was making, or the persons that was making you feel that way, by choosing to take what they have done to you or are currently doing to you as an opportunity to build courage, endurance, patience. If you say to yourself, I can't undo what has been done to me, but I can take what's done to me and I can turn it into material for myself, for my own growth. The type of person that would abuse you, the type of person that would take advantage of you, has no idea what they are. They think that they know who they are and what they're doing. But if they did, then they wouldn't be acting the way that they were. A person that is like that is inwardly deaf and blind to themselves and the world around them. They wander up and down the earth, believing themselves to be something when they are in fact nothing. The appropriate response towards your abuser is to pity them. Is to pity them and try to be a role model for them. And by doing that, you rob them of any power that they might have had over you still. It is important that despite your fear, because you're still going to be feeling all of the physical responses that are going to be prompting you to just stay in the situation for the sake of stability, it's important for you to summon up all of your energy, every last bit of it, and to break away, even if it's scary, even if you're not sure what the other end is going to look like. You will survive. I promise you, you will. Is it going to be clean? No. Is it going to be easy? No. Do you still have feelings for this person? Possibly. But there will be a day where you will be in a better situation, and you will wake up, and you will not think about this person or the experiences that you went through for 5-10 minutes at a time. And then those 10 minutes the next morning are going to turn into half an hour, and then an hour, and then hours. And then one day you're going to realize that you've gone a whole day without thinking about it. Hopefully that helped. No audio because I'm out and about. Hello, snacks. I find myself in an awkward and personally annoying situation at times when people force their beliefs of who I'm close to, who I appreciate, like, or dislike, even though I know myself to perceive it was others believe. It's aggravating when people spread their beliefs about things about me or demand this is how you are, refuse to believe otherwise by shoving an image of me as a collective that's very much not myself. So far, seeing subs. Hello, Carmen. Hello, hello. Let me refresh this one more time. I used to live in an emotionally abusive situation. This person did not strike me, but they treated me very poorly, and they manipulated me. And even though I didn't practice what I do now, and I didn't have the advantage of being able to think through things the way that I do now in real time, there is a point where you do need to just call it. You need to call it. You need to reach out for people that can help you if you need to, as you need to. There is no shame reaching out for emergency support. You turn off your brain and you rededicate all energy that you would have invested in caring about the stability to the point that you're allowing yourself to be emotionally taken advantage of. And you invest it all, every day, into trying to improve yourself, into trying to improve your situation. And that is how you win. Thank you for the hydrate, thank you for the stretch. In personal experience, once you remove yourself from that situation, the fear will fade and you will thrive. Yes. Yes. Hello, Lily. It's good to see you. I'll have to listen to VOD later. I'm really curious about this and so bummed I'm missing it. It's okay, Snacks. If you have any questions about anything that comes up, you just let me know. We're going to be talking about loneliness today. I'm going to give you a little bit of background on my experience in loneliness and how I overcame it, using what I believe. For most of my life, I've been and felt alone. I was viciously bullied for most or all of my early life to the point that I became mute, with a survival mode mindset to be as small as possible. I called some people my friends by virtue of them bullying me the least. I experienced every negative emotion I could think of as a rule, without any rest. Video games were my main outlet, and for a time, art was another. Eventually, sadly, art absorbed so many of my negative emotions that I felt I had to abandon it. I know if I pick up a pencil, I probably still have it, but for the most part, that is behind me. Speeding up a bit, going to college helped a little bit. Having a roommate helped a little bit. Dating wasn't really a thing at this point that I'm describing. I went through some flings, I had experiences, most of them being sort of nice, but also most of them being very stilted and confusing. I don't think that anybody ever starts off as the master of romance, right? But for me, it was mostly I guess this is cool that this is happening. I was mostly just doing it because I was like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to kiss and do stuff to this person. Just going through the motions. I was required to take an intro to philosophy course, and I learned in a 15-minute stint about somebody named Epictetus, who claimed things like it being possible to be happy if you're focused on trying to do the right things for their own sakes, with what time and resources you have, or being able to be at peace regardless of what's happening around you, positive or negative. I sealed those ideas away, even if I resonated with them because I didn't believe that it was possible to really think that way. I also believe I was trying to distract from the idea that if I learned any more, I'd feel the compulsion to change. What that would mean, how much change I would undergo, if there was enough even surviving material to utilize, and so on. So the thoughts got tucked away. Some months later, I found myself in my dorm room, happening to be alone, consumed by my uncertainties, with my face in my hands. I tried suppressing what I was feeling, and I failed. I questioned what the alternative was, trying to convince myself that the question was rhetorical, even though I had an inclination that it wasn't. I remembered the random philosopher I learned about and what was attributed to him, and I got out the book that he was in and I read. I got much of the same feeling I had in the required intro philosophy class however long ago. There was some basic instructions on headspaces to try to put yourself in and why. On reflection, the translation was not great, but it was all just enough threads to pull on to go wherever this 2,000-year-old seemingly random philosopher's words were pointing me, if anywhere at all. I spent the next 3 or 4 months reading that section every day and trying to remember anything about what I read while trying to RP, really thinking that way in situations that seemed to make the most sense. It having an effect on me wasn't obvious, but something was happening to me and in my brain, causing me to very slowly appreciate things more deliberately, mindfully, calmly. From 6 months to start, I was aware that I was in some way different. The things that got to me before got to me less. Not quiet, mind you, but I didn't feel under siege anymore, and in a couple decades by that point, that was undeniably new. The fact that I felt less isolated or lonely was new too. I would often go days hoping, wondering if I was ever going to stop feeling the way that I was. Wondering if I was going to be properly helped by anyone. Being completely unsure why, before that point, right up to that point, why people treated themselves and treated me the way that they did. And it did invoke feelings of loneliness in me. Once I started practicing and really tried understanding how my brain worked and why it was doing the things that it was, I felt less lonely. And I'll touch on it a little bit later, I know that for sure. But it's because there was a connection, or is a connection. There's a connection between people that are just trying to do the right thing for the right reasons, whatever that seems to be based off of limited information. There is a connection there, and you don't have to know who they are. You don't have to know their name. They don't even need to speak the same language. They don't even need to be in the same country. There's a connection there. There's a thread. And if you're aware of them, then that also means that they're aware of you without needing to know anything about you. Human beings are social and rational animals. As part of the bread and butter of our design, purposeful or accidental by the powers that be. The Stoics refer to the powers that be as nature with a capital N. I won't go much further into Stoic physics, because a lot of it is frankly weird. Like it is neat. It is neat to learn about what the original Stoics believed, but it's also important to take into context that they had very few scientific tools. They had some ideas about things that are eerily accurate. Like they had the idea of something called a cosmic conflagration, which is described like the Big Bang Theory, that the science thing, not the show. They didn't predict they didn't predict Sheldon saying, "Did I do that?" And then the Seinfeld outro plays, right? Oh man. But they also had the idea of something called like animating fire, or pneuma, not the song. And animating fire, based off of the way that they described it, is eerily similar to atoms and how atoms in our cells work. Bazinga, holy show mix. Yeah. Bazinga. I don't think it's weird. It makes sense to me when you look at it from a different perspective, but there are also things in philosophy that were reworked over time to other academic fields. It's important to also take into context that Eastern cultural philosophies and Western cultural philosophies can vary wildly. I am not going to remotely pretend that I'm an expert in Eastern cultural philosophies. I very much dig Confucianism and Taoism and Buddhism. Buddhism being probably in the general headspace the closest to Stoicism in its ultimate effect. But it is trying to, if I remember correctly, control for suffering. Whereas Stoicism is like, nah, bro, like, assuming that you're not walking into it on purpose, suffering could be a good material for self-improvement or hammering yourself out. But Eastern cultural philosophies, to my understanding, given my current uneducated impression, is that they are much more focused on the idea that we are connected. That there are threads between us, even if they aren't evident. Western cultural philosophy is much more individualized, in my experience. So it's us establishing that mental framework has to be worked on. It has to be like a deliberate thing for us to try to establish and recognize in ourselves, even if it's just as true. Reason makes humans feel compelled to seek out others, or social aspects of ourselves. We want to be seen nebulously as good people, whatever that means, or to avoid being seen as bad people, whatever that means. All other normal animal drives are there, like finding shelter, regulating body temperature, getting food, procreating. But humans stand apart as the only ones with anything going on that's more advanced than that, as far as we know. The natural human wants to be around people and to be recognized as valuable by them. It's something that Stoics recognized, as much as they were huge proponents of being able to inwardly stand on your own. Fulfilling the higher order need means taking reasonable steps to try to role model for others, to facilitate healthy, respect-based relationships between yourself and other people, and to help others through difficult times that they're having. And always and in everything with the reservation clause that you are not the ultimate director of a person's behavior. It's been a thing of how suffering allows one to appreciate what's good too. You cannot know how much something is good or gives you joy when you've not experienced the loss of it before. Suffer is to live. It's also a thing in Buddhism in a way. Let's refresh the AMA page. Okay, nothing new came in. Loneliness is an interesting human emotion to tackle. It's a feeling of longing, or a want to feel connected to others. It's something that varies from person to person in how strongly it's experienced and why, and what types of interactions help counteract it. A person can be extroverted to the degree that they only feel socially sated when they're around others a lot of the time, or even the vast majority of the time. A person can be very introverted, or even extremely, and still feel pangs for another person. For these people, it might be enough just to connect online and hang out with other people. In any case, as unavoidable to some degree as it is for people to feel general longing for others, it's in the Stoic framework that something that should be very carefully managed. If loneliness is felt strongly enough, it can make a person more likely to voluntarily give control of their minds to people that are possibly less deserving of it. This can take the form of doing or not doing things to get approval from this person, unspoken or spoken, or at least avoid disdain. avoid being looked down on. This is what we want to avoid. We want to avoid a subconscious openness to vulnerability, to manipulation or exploitation. Even if that's never the intention, nobody ever willingly goes into anything, forms any kind of relationship with the idea that it's for them to be taken advantage of. And you could devil's advocate me and be like, oh well, what about like BDSM stuff? Okay, that's different because you're oh, fucking give me a minute. why would my brain go there? Between two consenting adults that are agreeing like, hey, it's your turn to put on the all leather full body onesie with a zipper mouth, and the other one to be like, okay, but like when I scream SpongeBob, I want you to stop, like that's like a self-contained situation. Oh, hi Kiko. Oh, it's good to see you. Hello, welcome in. Kiko, why aren't you VIP'd? Can you explain yourself? Why? This upsets me. Where that fucking example even come from, bro? My brain was like, you should talk about BDSM because it applies to being exploited. But like, because of just a wandering stray, it don't matter. It don't matter none. Oh, Wispy, I'm gonna take your VIP diamond back because I need to make sure that I have a supply because I can have an unlimited number of I can have an unlimited number of mods, but I can't have an unlimited number with, no, they're right there. Spirit VT. You're not expected to do anything moderative. I just want your VIP diamond back. And the most I'll ask you is like, shut yourself out if nobody gets you first. It's fair, but also that was kind of out of nowhere. Like, it makes sense as an example, but during an ASMR stream? Why not during an ASMR stream? I'd probably talk about it even if I wasn't whispering. Oh wow, I have a sword. Yeah, you can take human lives now if you want. OVO. Let me refresh the site here. Make sure I didn't miss nothing. Okay. The way to accomplish this is to avoid putting yourself in a position where you want to spend time with people without opening up yourself to the degree that is not necessary, is to take conscious, deliberate, long-form steps to become content in your own space. To learn to do things for yourself, for your own sake, with respect to yourself, with that self-expressed angle. To do things for others with a set in your head intent to not need to be seen or praised to be doing it. Thinking this way has a psycho-spiritual effect on you. It grounds you when needing to be on your own, doing your own thing, while it also happens to make you appear and be, in actuality, more present for others. When you are comfortable in your own skin, people generally intuit that, or at least the ones that you would want to be around you, and they will naturally seek spending time with you to try to understand why. But this only occurs to the degree that you're honest with your intention to yourself. Because that's the key there, is that you have to be honest with yourself about what your intentions are to be comfortable on your own. This isn't to suggest during this implied process that you shouldn't hang out with others until you magically feel okay without doing so. This is to suggest that the way you think about this social need be tweaked very slowly over a long period of time. It's unlikely that you'll completely change the polarity of how strong you feel loneliness, but the act of taking inward charge against negative vibed emotions, including loneliness, does help rewrite how your mind responds to it. Can you explain intentions a little bit more in relation to relationships with others? I think for my biggest trouble is to socialize with people when I have more of a mental push to stay in isolation more than to socialize. So as far as the explain intentions a little bit in relation to relationships with others, as they're going to start in 2 minutes, you can avoid them in their entirety by subscribing with Amazon Prime. I'm going to snooze it. I'm going to push it back a little bit, which is also going to make the ad timer work as it happens. But do it twice. There we go. I'm going to buy 15 minutes. And then I get a whole 5 minutes to push it back every hour. Thank you, John Bezos. I'm going to take a drink. Intentions a little bit in relation to relationship with others. In Stoicism, in the belief system, intentionality is everything. The actions that you try to commit, the choices that you make, once they leave the part of you that refers to itself as me or I, it's not up to you anymore on how they are interpreted. It's also not up to you anymore what the other person does with the information that you just gave them, because it also relies on them having a process occur in them in the way that lines up with what your intentions were for yourself. So whenever we experience anything at all, there's something that happens almost automatically, quasi-instantaneously. We take in information from our 5 senses, and this gets combined into a gut read on what is happening around us. The Stoics call this the impression. This impression gets combined almost instantly, at nearly effectively, functionally instantly, with a instinctive gut read on whether this is a good thing or a bad thing. The closest allegory is probably like fight or flight response, right? A tree is about to follow me. This is bad. Cake appears to be in front of me. This is good. That sort of mentality. Whatever we initially feel from that process happening is contextualized when it's combined together. When they're combined together, they form something called a proposition. The proposition is something that our human minds does something with. Whatever the original feeling that you had, or that the person on the receiving end of whatever choices that you're making has, whatever feeling is associated, can either be doubled down on and reinforced if the person accepts and says, yes, this impression that I have of what's happening around me is accurate. What this person is doing to me is what it appears to be. I'm going to feel this way about it. This is correct. I probably don't need any more information. The act of agreeing that the proposition is representative of what's happening to you or around you is called giving assent. By giving assent, you are also reinforcing the habits that you have in relation to what you're experiencing. Hi, Catherine. Just got back from training. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Catherine in YouTube chat. And we are guided by our judgments, we are guided by our desires, our fears, our habits, and so on, and our own personal histories with things. So the only thing that you can control in relation to other people, even though it appears that you have much more control than this, the only thing that you have true control over is your intentions. And the rest is reliant on the other person taking that information and interpreting it properly in themselves, if they do at all. because we are not mind readers, and so we can only focus on what we can do. Like we can extrapolate, right? Like we can explain to the other person if it seems like they're misunderstanding, like, hey, I actually meant this, or just to clarify, I meant this, that sort of thing. But intentions are the one thing that we have control over, and so it's important to invest as many mental resources as we can into thinking in line with that. Hello, RTKW Fang1. I'm not sure what that means. You might be saying a character's name. As a language learner, also somebody who has trouble hearing things properly, I really appreciate it every time you describe the terminologies that you're using to give context to the given scenario and subject. Absolutely. I'm happy to help. Let me refresh the page and see if anything else came in, and it's okay if it doesn't. Okay, we're good. The Stoics were cosmopolitans. In short, this means that they believe that humans are all connected by the unique shared property of reason. We appreciate the explanation, absolutely. Our capacity for reason, for rationality, is considered a fragment of nature or the universe. Whether our species has this fragment totally accidentally, or if it's intentional, if nature is in fact conscious and deliberate, if there are in fact gods and goddesses, if there is only one God in the Judeo-Christian sense, whatever form that it takes, we have an aspect, we have a shard in us, which is the capability to reason, to make choices for a purpose. And our reasoning ability is our ability to make choices. Our intentionality is the one thing that we have that is capable of interacting with itself, overriding itself, or doing anything on account of its own self. And this is, in a vacuum, a kind of kindness. In a physical world where physical meat forms are forced to react to any number of things that happen to be stronger than it. Possessing this quality also happens to mean that if you are trying to think the ways that we've described, alongside someone else also trying to think the same way, you are connected in your purpose. Even if you don't know them, again, or you live hundreds of miles away from them, or they don't speak your language. When you are thinking this way, along the same lines with another person out there, they are a brother or sister to you, not by blood, but by the property and the intentions that you share. The thought alone isn't likely enough to combat loneliness, not at first, but it is factual and effective, and it goes a long way to convincing yourself. Reverend Insanity, your model looks like exactly how I imagined that novel character looks like. Let me see. Let me look. Also, it's very good to see you. Hang on. Oh, is this gonna give me a cosplay art idea? Oh, I can see it. Oh, this guy's hot. Oh yeah. Hang on, chat. You need a break anyway. I would like the image, please. Save image. Wait, why am I doing it this way? I can just show you on the browser. Right? I don't have anything weird up. Where's my browser? Look at that. Look at this dude. Okay, that doesn't make it much better, does it? It's a 256 by 256 JPEG. Yeah, this guy rules. I could see it. I would say, I'm collecting cosplay art ideas, but it's me. Like, I don't know. I don't know what if it would be obvious that this one's hot. I mean, they're all hot. I don't know if it would be obvious that I'm cosplaying anyone. They would just be like, did you do something with your toga? Writing that one down. I can't believe I invited Sook to play Wuxia. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. Shansha. Games with me. Time to drag soak into WWM for a Chinese version. That would be sick. Amazing cultivation simulator stream next. I'm aware of that game and it scares the shit out of me. Okay. That game scares me with how complex it can get. I know that you probably don't need to take everything to like its extreme conclusion, right, in every game, but like that game, why does it scare you, brother? It's because you, from what I amazing cultivation simulator. It's like it looks like RimWorld, but I know that it's so much more than that. Like your characters have to, like everybody has like their own growth stats and like their chi and stuff, and you have to organize rooms in such a way to make sure that the energies are balanced and people can turn into dragons and shit like that. Like I feel it, like I want to play it, but like I feel like the amount of energy that I would need to invest in not being absolute shit at this is unfortunately not in me right now. And I know that people would watch me regardless, but we're more bigger colonies, one dude transcending Lamau. Going to teach Stoic the Zhangzhu life one of these days, he's willing to call upon me. It's only because I was trying to get a commission of Stoic and Chinese theme. How haven't you read Reverend Insanity yet? It's the most popular web novel. AOT, IRC, Stoic isn't familiar with Chinese fantasy compared to I am. The last time that I read a web novel, it was Sweet Home. I think it was Sweet Home. Yeah, it was Sweet Home. Was this it? Or was this web novel? Web novel. Or was the web novel something I read based off of... Yeah, no, it was this. Yeah, no, it was this. This is the last one that I read, and that was... and that was like 4 years ago. Although I enjoy anime, I'm also very behind on anime. I mostly just let myself become aware of, like, weird anime, like the vending machine anime. I want to watch this one. Yeah, reborn as a vending machine. I now wander... What is it? I now wander the dungeon. Like, I unironically want to watch this. Because in case you're not aware, chatters, this is an anime where a dude gets isekai'd into the body of a vending machine, and he gets carried around by adventures and dispenses health potions and shit. Oh, Stoic doesn't know how to read. I read real good and stuff like that. I've got books next to me. I've got like 5 books next to me. What is that? Everything could be... How would that even feel? Oh man. Yeah, I read it for the plot. I like the plot. The plot's real good. All right. I'll refresh the page one more time. Okay, I think we're good on that. Loneliness, just like any other feeling that you have that is negative, is going to be a process to try to control in yourself, to try to come to terms with on your own, especially because it relates, it compels you towards other people. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Lots of little adjustments matters. How do you read through sometimes? It's a masterpiece. Just because books doesn't mean you know how to read. That's true. You are right on that. You are completely right on that. You are. We do live in an age now where we can seek out other people and gather in communities, and while I'm not suggesting that you should join the community, our community, it has proven to be helpful to people. I've also set up a Stoicism's channel in my Discord where I give breakdowns of different writings that I have, and people can freely ask questions, and I respond to them on there. I think I'm going to call it there. I had about 3 or 4 hours of sleep last night. And my dog woke me up, wanting to go outside. And when she is restless, she stands on my upper body. She stands on my upper body and she just stares, and then sometimes she slips, and then you get a whole claw to your throat. You get a whole claw to your throat, and then another fun thing that she does is she climbs down and then loops back around to your side of the bed if she wasn't there already. And then she tries to get your attention by tapping the side of the bed. And if she's really upset, she will just start fucking with shit. She'll start fucking with shit a little bit, and then she'll keep testing you and glancing to see if you're paying attention. This is also gonna be around the time that ads are gonna start in about a minute. We're gonna take a small break, and then we're gonna swap over to Silent Hill F. Okay. Take this opportunity to go stretch, to go to the bathroom. I know I will. And I appreciate you all very, very much. That little shit, affectionate. Yeah, no, she is a little shit. And then we'll play probably a couple of hours of Silent Hill F. I'm feeling pretty good. I just need to play a video game. Need being an operative word, right? Okay. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. I will see you in probably 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere because your collars will go off. Okay. See you soon. Hello. For some reason, my Spotify is not talking to my stream deck anymore. And I'm not sure why. It's probably because I did something to make it upset. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it would be upset with me. Hope everyone had a good break. There's going to be new trigger warnings up at the top. There is a lot of them in this. Silent Hill games have never been one to shy away from making you feel things and make you feel uncomfortable, obviously as a horror game. But this one really plays hard with sensitive subject matter. It does it in a way that is mindful of what it's trying to say and what it's trying to get across, but nevertheless, there is a lot of discomforting themes going on here. So if you feel uncomfortable at any point, you could just keep me on low volume and shove me off to the side, because, you know, God help me if the line goes down, right? Oh, you're so mysterious. You're trying out here. It's good to meet you, Sadir. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Okay. Let's do it. I remember next to nothing about what's going on. Shit is bad. Shit is bad, and there's meat flowers growing everywhere. And it's turning people into horrible monsters. Okay. I need to see my monitor on the other side. Ever since Dune Awakening was giving me problems, even though it wasn't even using all the resources that it could, I've been like hyper vigilant of the stuff not running how it should. Let me move myself over a little bit. No, actually, that's okay. That's okay. Pardon me while I remember the controls. And then the overhead swing. It reminds me a lot of Hollow Bodies combat. Okay. That cycles through my stuff. Understood. And then this is like the killer instinct. Like, I'm waiting for you to give me an opening type button. B is to dodge. Y is to swap weapons. X doesn't do anything. Left mouse button runs. Oh, X is to lock on. That's right. We have to go through the fields then, it looks like. Okie dokie. That sounds good to me. And by good, I mean it doesn't, but we ball. Hello. What happened here? I think bad things. These trucks are so interesting. Like, does it put... do we have any, like, truck mains in here? Does it not put, like, an enormous amount of pressure on this one front wheel? I don't know. I don't know anything about physics to know if that would actually be a problem or not. I need to go down this way. Down this way, down this way. This looks like a box that I can break open. No. No, it is not. Can I go down here? Nope, that's water. I thought that was a path for a second. It's tough, Chad. It's tough trying to figure out a balance between making your mic open enough that you can do ASMR type stuff, and also make it open enough so that when you do your growl shit, or when you're clearing your throat, the people that want to hear it can hear it, without it also being unbelievably obnoxious in general. There are public transport vehicles like these for temp renting called tuk-tuk when I visited France. I'm just wondering what the advantage of having one wheel in the front is. Like there must be, like, tricycles exist for a reason, or like tri-bikes, trikes. Do I even know where I'm going? I feel like I'm going backwards. I feel like I don't need to go this way. But I didn't touch this shrine before. But why? Current objective. Oh, I was right. Okay. Oh, I was right next to where I was supposed to go. I'm going backwards. Okay. Like, all I can think of is, like, better steering. But, like, if something happens to that front wheel, like, you're fucked. I guess that applies to, cars in general, I guess. I mean, you could kind of, like, fucking be squirrely with, 3 wheels with only 1 on the side. Cost of mass production, easier learning due to easier steering mechanism. I'll take that. I'm perfectly comfortable making that the reason. Okay, maybe it was a good thing that I came back here. I wish there was an easier way for me to just, like, go to the item screen when I want. We're gonna deposit this because I think this is worth a lot of faith bucks. I'm pretty sure like 80. And try and draw a memory. 100. Slowly restore health, add to max sanity. If it's over 50, it's getting sold. If I sell one more thing, I can afford a trinket. Okay. Show me potato salad. Oh, I only needed 400. Decreases enemy line of sight. Thanks, I hate it. What the fuck does it do for me? Unless it's like, unless it makes it sound right next to them. Do I give a shit? I can only claim one at a time? No. Using restorative item? Why do I have this? Yeah, increase max stamina. Why did I ever take that off? Maybe I should just hold on to the items. I don't know how I feel about using my well-earned faith dollars on like on like a trinket that's gonna give me like 1% more movement speed. Whissicle. We're gonna use this. We're gonna use this bad boy. I don't know how much. Is there a readout on how much damage these do? No. I can only assume that the sickle is gonna do more damage based off of no information whatsoever. I can only assume. I can only assume. Okay. You always want to go where... What was that? Oh, it's a big ass shrine, baby. You always want to go where the opposite direction of where the devs want you to go. Because there's always going to be shit back here. Like red capsules, which I'm not going to eat. Because the game has given me the impression that they're the equivalent of Joy from Lisa the Painful. Or the Lisa series. IYK. Can I just like run up the side here? There's going to be something blocking me, right? I would imagine so. Okay. Okay, the sickle does do more damage. This is probably wildly inappropriate to say, but those dolls are kicked up, man. Basically driving a car when you only know how to ride a motorcycle, I guess. Well, it's a good thing I'm never gonna willingly put myself in a situation where I'm driving something that has 3 wheels on it, or even 2 wheels on it. This is real chat. I don't know how to ride a bike. I know how to do the mechanics of getting on. Like, I know to put my butt on the seat, and I know how to put my hands on the handlebars. But every time that I have ever tried to ride a bike, I have almost died. Is that an exaggeration? Yes. Have I survived the worst of my falls? Yes. Has it precluded me from ever being like, hey, yeah, like put me on a bike? Basically. Basically it has. The very first time that I ever got onto a bike, it was my dad, and my dad was like, hey, we're gonna be on top of a hill, and the hill is right next to like some of the thorniest weeds imaginable, alright? But I've got you. I believe in you. I am going to send you fucking careening down this hill, and all you have to do is remember that the brakes exist, okay? That is your one task, is to remember the brakes. Welcome in, Lunatod. How are you? It's good to see you. Lunatod is a sweetie. They are a wolf spirit, question mark, in the affirmative. And they have a very lovely voice and a very lovely model. Okay. I would like to just kill you. No. I would like to just stab you apart, if you don't mind. So I got on the bike and I went down the hill, and I momentarily had a lapse of judgment because I was like 9 and did not keep my feet on the pedals, and they were spinning so fast, and I went right into the brush with all the thorns. That was experience 1. The second experience that I had, when my friends were informed that I did not know how to ride a bike, they were like, oh my god, like you don't know how to ride a bike, bro? Like, let me help you ride a bike, bro. Like, we got bikes, bro. And they put me on a bike, bro. And I went outside on the intersection, also on the top of a hill, yes. And they guided me down, and we're like, okay, all you're gonna have to do is press the handle brakes. Which I did. And I guess the brake fluid was bad, or no matter how much I squeezed, the brakes just were not braking, and I slammed into a stop sign. I flipped over the front of it, and I skidded into someone's yard I hit it so fucking hard. I hit it so hard. It made such a fucking loud noise as it threw me over the front of the bike. And it skidded into somebody's yard for like 4 or 5 feet. And then it was years before I tried again. And then the last time that I tried to actually ride a bike, what am I examining? Oh, it's an eyeball chest. Very good. I like eyeball chests. Is the eyeball chest good? Do we like it? Do we like it? Me neither. I will have to catch the rest of the stream on VOD. Drarky. This is cool. No. I have to catch the rest of the stream on VOD. I gotta go help with gear for the show tonight. Lots of love. Have a great rest of your stream. Thank you, Lily. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, never have averse to motorbikes due to being accident prone. Cycles are fine though, and cars. The last time I ever got into a bike was me actually getting pretty okay at it, all things considered. Me overcoming my fear, and then one day I got a little bit too brazen, and I got on that bike, and I was in a parking lot with pavement, and I took a turn too hard, and my elbows were bloody, and my knees were bloody, and I scraped the shit out of my clothes, and that was the last time I ever got on a bike voluntarily, and that is when I knew that bikes are the devil. They are demonic. They are Luciferian. They do not care about you. They do not care about your feelings. They actually hate you, but you just don't know it because you don't speak bike like I do. They fucking hate you, chat. They don't like how you look. They don't like how you sound. They despise you, bro. And you have no idea because you're above them. So like when you're eye level with them, you'll see the seething hatred that they have for you. Even now, the trust given to long-standing physicians of the Yuwa family is unshakably strong. When I spoke to the eldest working member of the family at a gathering, I was astonished by their... We're going to clip that. The conversation. Okay, thank you for pressing it twice. I was astonished by their outstanding bounty of knowledge, though as they discussed the details of their practice with me, I got the hint that maybe they will still be using controlled substances in their treatment. However, I think it's best I look the other way in the situation. While it's illegal to produce the cloudy rice wine known as Dubaroku, people across Japan were once free to make it as they needed. Perhaps operating within the gray area of legislation between traditional and modern medicine has always been the role of local physicians here. Everything is pointing to not eating the red capsules. There's been like 3 separate messages saying don't eat the red capsules. It's a fucking doll demon lady. What is somebody there? Yeah, the meat goblin is gone. The Victoria's Secret meat goblin thing's gone. I'm so envious of people who ride motorbikes. I know that if you put me on a motorbike, chat, you personally, you put me on a motorbike and you say off you go, I am not going to come back. That is my final that is my final journey out. Oh man. Claw marks. Somebody hates me? No, nobody could hate you, Mamori. You are a net benefit for humanity. We are lucky, Mamori, to share the same earth, to walk on the same dirt, to breathe the same air as you. You are radiance. Riz. Autopsy report, undetermined cause of death. Body was astonishingly malnourished and the calvarium had split open like it had burst from the inside. My face when my calvarium is split open. The cranial bones had been hollowed out and filled with insect eggs, later identified as belonging to various species, including locusts, grasshoppers, and crickets. No evidence suggests they were put there by human hand. Seems to have been planted by insects naturally. Highly unusual behavior given the harsh winter temperatures. Another corpse coming through with an inexplicable COD. At least this one was easier to stomach than case 08. All bodies with unexplicable causes of death are kept secret and swiftly handed over to the police department. In turn, the police department immediately disposes such bodies without so much as a customary glance. Additional notes. This man was suspected of blaspheming against religious doctrine. He seems to be bearing some kind of grudge against the Inari faith. It's always the same with these strange corpses. After all, there can only be one outcome for not paying reverence to Oinori-san. What's wrong? What's wrong, Mamori? Are you okay? What's going on? You can tell me. I'm here for you. Is it just because I was fucking laying into you? I was calling you like radiant and charismatic and enchanting, and that your voice sounds nice and dulcet. It just makes me want to fucking reach out to you and grab you with consent. Never played Silent Hill, but this girl doesn't seem right in the head. No. I mean, she's like this girl is holding it well. Okay, that was, listen, hey, listen. Why is my moon power not working? Maybe it isn't charged up properly. I just want moon powers to work, bro. All hit percentage, yeah. I mean, I'm still trying to understand how. Oh, I see. I have to charge it up, and then I'm burning like sanity to charge up. I understand. It's not like a hold this button down, and then all of a sudden you are able to use whatever that state that Goku reached at one time where he turned red, and then they never talked about it ever again. You know what you remember when he was like, oh yeah, so there's this like special power that I can do that's not Super Saiyan, but it's pretty close, and I can only do it for like 10 seconds and I become super fast and super powerful, but it reduces my life force. And then they did it for like 2 episodes and just never mentioned it ever again. Did I get everything out of that house that I was supposed to? What did I even get out of that house? A charm? A charm and losing 1 bandage? I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like there is something in that house. Like, I'm not going for like a completionist run or anything, obviously, but why would it say, hey, there's this box in here and that matters? Just gonna do a quick looky-loo around. Just to be sure. Just to be sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I don't want to go out there yet. Is it because this is... Was there a locked door? Or am I crazy? Am I bugging? Is that really all that was in here? The fucking eyeball chest? Was this just like a lore thing? Okay. It's a tiny fridge, man. That do be a tiny fridge. You did get a key? I did, but it wasn't it for the house? Documents. No, it looks like you used it. I was assuming it would still be in my key items otherwise. Chat, my voice is... Yeah, my voice is dry. My mouth is dry. You should feel how dry my mouth is. Examine. I want to look in the eyeball chest one more time. Okay, I can't interact with it any more than that. I guess this is it. I guess I did the thing. Yay. Yay, claps for Stoic. Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Can I get a good boy?
Stoic is a very good boy.
Oh,
Stoic
yeah.
is a very good boy. Stoic
yeah.
is a very good boy.
Oh, yeah, dude, that hit different. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate that. And thank you, Baku. Baku is a sweetie. Also very hot, and I could just say that as an objective fact. And also is very down to earth and a good streamer. I don't want to go to the Victoria's Secret. I should probably stop calling them that. I don't want to go to the meat patties, man. I don't want to go in there, dude. I'm probably never gonna take off this stamina on Memorial, to be honest. No, keep calling them that. No, I'll tell you when you should stop. I'll let you know when I'm done. Alrighty. Like, I want to go into Meatville, like, not USA, Meatville, Japan. But I also don't want to. I know that there's shit in there. I know that if I just go around, I'm gonna be displeased with myself that I left behind potential trinkets. But we're gonna try to push a little bit further, maybe. Oh, we're gonna try to push it a little bit further. We'll do a circumference, all right, and then we'll meet in the middle. Because I have a few weapons that'll do me real good. I have a few weapons. I have a couple of pipes. I have another steel pipe. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Does this remember item positions? No, it doesn't. I mean, I'm gonna remember this here because this is the only like quadrant that's just out here. I'm exploring too far. What is this? Just a Buddha statue area? Nothing. Tra-la-la. Hello, Callisto. Callisto, you remind me of the babe. You know that? In case you're curious, what babe? Babe with power. What power? The power of voodoo. Voodoo. Do what? Remind me of the babe? I saw my baby cry as hard as babe could cry. What could I do? My baby's love had gone and left my... We're gonna start from the beginning. Baby blue. Nobody knew what kind of magic spell to use. Snips. Alright, homie. Okay, the sickle is very strong. Do I want to repair the sickle? I feel like it's a waste. I feel like I need to wait for... Inevitably, one of these houses has to have a katana, right? Inevitably. Yeah, we're gonna go in here. I'm committing. Nope. Their attack patterns are just so fucking weird. When you go from Bloodborne to something... When you go from Bloodborne to something like this, like where like the attacks are like disjointed. we got some chocolate. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got some chocolate, Chad. You wanna buy it? You can have a little chocolate. You've been good today. You can be good today. They're putting it back in theaters. As they fucking should. It's kind of fucked up to think about, but I did have the thought that they should reanimate David Bowie. We should find a way to bring him back. I mean, if anybody was gonna, if I'm cool with anybody being patient zero, it's for the zombie apocalypse, it's David Bowie, because people would be like so entranced by his package and his tights that they can't help but be bit. You know what I'm saying? What am I saying? Am I okay? Am I just burning my moon meter? I'm not really sure what I'm looking at when I'm looking at the bottom left of the screen. Like, is this shit just like burning away? No, it's not burning away. So what am I looking at? What does the moon signify? Is it like the amount of times that I can... He's saying he's bringing back... What are you saying? Yeah, he's saying he's bringing back Jareth. Yeah, I want to learn how to do fushigi. Which I don't ask a lot of you. Can somebody tell me or like look up what the fucking moon symbol is at the bottom of my UI? I can only assume it's like uses for Ultra Instinct. If we all turn into zombies, so be it. I no longer recognize my husband. He's blackout drunk most days now, and when he's drunk he turns violent. I don't think I can keep living this way now with this cruelty day after day, with the kind man I met when our marriage was being arranged go. My eldest child is only 3 years old, and I have another growing inside of me. Life is too hard to keep living, but I'm forbidden to die. Mom, Dad, I've always done as you asked, no matter what it was. This will be my first and last selfish act. Please forgive me. That is an intense piece of writing, isn't it? Weapon durability, maybe? I don't know about that. Maybe it is? Actually, I think you might be right. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Do I use their, like, I don't know how many toolkits I'm gonna get. Well, I'm gonna have 3 steel pipes, so it's insane for me to use a repair on something if I don't need to. Oh my god. Maybe I do use the toolkit just to have another space for this. The first aid kit is important, yes. Give me one moment. Okay. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, chat. Just watch this for a second.
Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
Berries and cream, berries and
cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
Okay. We are Gucci. I don't know what to replace. Like, I guess I replace. Yes, I'm not gonna use the capsules. The game has told me, like, three separate notes that they are a story destroyer. Now I've already eaten 2 before the game gave me any kind of reasonable indication that it was a problem, so I can only assume that I've got some kind of buffer for how many times I can eat one without the knowledge that it would be bad. Because it would, I think we are all in agreement that it would be very stupid if I'm getting punished and I'm expected to do New Game Plus, which this game does facilitate, to avoid eating like 2 capsules. That would be crazy, yes. Alright, come on. Come this way, come this way. Come this way. The sanity meter from Darkest Dungeon. I have a... Can you come this way, please? Can you come this way, please? Can you come this way? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you not tracking me? Okay, there we go. Okay, that's one. And we're gonna take out the meat puppet on the right. Meat puppet Chan, you're next. I have a mode called Darkest Dungeon mode. And I will show it for you now. We are going to do Darkest Dungeon mode. In here, I'll show us that it shows up a little bit better. Reach is good. These all things are not scary in the least, just plain annoying. I know that there's some sort of like... I don't know much about this game. Except that things are bad. That things are real bad here. I'm gonna loop all the way around because you know they tuck something back here. But I do know that the dolls, while non-threatening, are very weird. They did a good job of making them unsettling. Oh, rotisserie chicken. Vague order. Oh, I have to get rid of something to take this? It would be stupid for me to get rid of the toolkit, right? It would be stupid. Like, I don't want to sell anything that could be used as an offering, is the thing. I want the rotisserie chicken. We're gonna loop back around and we're gonna sell a whole bunch of shit, okay? We're just gonna get rid of it. The reach is good. I do like it. It feels like it takes an eternity for you to build up like the killer instinct meter for when you're gonna counter. But I understand that you just being able to get it on like a tap is probably not good design. So it's fine the way that they did it. Yeah, it took good. Enshrine me. This and this and this. And anything else that I would want to get rid of? Maybe I just... Like, I have bandages. I'm never gonna get hit. I'm never gonna get hit again. If I don't get hit, then I don't need things that I could sell instead. You know what I mean? Copium. I'm never gonna get hit, and I'm gonna perfectly parry every time, and so like essentially I have unlimited health. I have unlimited resources if I just play perfectly. That seems easy enough. I've done that before. There's this little box I found. Okay, there's nothing in the box. Why is there nothing in the box? Okay, okay. Max stamina definitely coming clutch here. Pick sharpening kit back up. Can I pick them up after I drop them? I'll go back to the shrine if you're sure. For some reason I'm treating it like a normal lock-on function, and it's not. Okay, so I am understanding how that works. Okay. I don't know. I think it just automatically destroys it. But if for whatever reason we make our way back there, then I will look. Okay, well, that one's on me, isn't it? Yep, that one's on me. I don't know what I expected there. Thank you for the subscription, Mashi. Mashi, I could have sworn you just subscribed. Has it been a month? Am I fucking losing it? Are we making him cry tonight? Now would be the time to do it. I'm in a very calm mood, so I'm very susceptible and emotionable. I'm very submissive and feelable right now. Not getting hit ever. Well, that's the thing, is that that particular zombie was using cheat engine, so that's not my fault. I've already reported them to the devs. Is submissive and feelable? Yeah. Much more VT is a cottagecore golden retriever VTuber, who I appreciate very, very much. I want all eyes on the entire planet to be on her at all times, unblinking, so that she could be properly appreciated for everything that makes her unique. Just endless eyes staring down, bearing down on Maoshi all the time. Legend of Ebisuko-oka's monster. I'm not even Ayakakashi. Long ago, there was a sighting of a scarecrow monster known as Yakakashi here in Ebisuko-oka. It appeared one sweltering summer day deep within the crop fields, dancing in most particular dances like a ripple of hot air. People were not to let one's gaze settle too long upon this bizarre figure. It will chase anyone who does, for it will chase any who do to the ends of the earth before taking their life. Oh man, God, I wish that were me. God, I wish that were me, bro. I wish somebody would chase me to the ends of the earth and then kill me. No eldritch eyeballs, please. Yeah, no, I'm talking like fucking biblically accurate eyeballs. Real nightmare. Nightmare. Nothing in the box. You give me a box to torture me. Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. That was bullshit. That is a... That was fucking bullshit. What just went down today? Okay, we need to relax. We need to wait for you to do the stupid thing. We can all agree that that was not my fault. Yes, we can come to that conclusion. That I didn't expect Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog to come flying out with a knife going ooga booga. That was not on me. Man, I sure wish I had medicinal items that could also double as an offering. That would be really nice. Shame I don't have any. Moon is bullet time, but iron bar time. So the moon, like the curving, if you look as I'm doing this, the moon, like the curve around the moon is like the charge up time for me to be able to slow down time for when they try to hit me. But it's like a charge that I have to do well in advance. I can't attack or do anything else during it. And then as I'm holding it, you see that those flowers that are kind of like burning away, that's my sanity meter. And enemies also drain my sanity. So it's like, it's a constant risk management thing going on. Ooh, chocolate. Ooh, my nose itches, Jack. Can you please itch my nose, please? Please. Please. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you, bro. Please. Oh my god. Okay, I got it. I don't know if I want to go this way. I don't know if I'm ready to go this way. I feel like this is a... I don't know. I feel like I'm getting vibes that the meat vegetables. Oh, if I jump down there, that's a boss arena. If I jump down there, it's a boss arena. If you look really close, you can see a path leading up to the house. I'm not supposed to go this way. I mean, I'm supposed to go this way, but I'm not supposed to go this way as far as I'm concerned. How does that fit lore-wise? Concentrating makes you insane. I think it's because you're tapping into some sort of otherworldly power to be able to slow down time. So, like, if you're in a combat situation, like, yes, adrenaline is pumping. Not that I've been in many fights, but presumably... you kind of get like a superpower where like you feel like you just get like unnaturally strong. You ignore pain, or like basically ignore pain You ignore like the limits of your muscles and so on and so forth. But most people can't like slow time and then immediately predict when you're about to get stabbed by like a hot meat zombie. So I think that she's extracting from her own sanity the ability to slow things down. As far as like lore wise, I'm not sure. TBH, lol. Is that another rotisserie chicken? No, that's grass. It do be grass, it do be grass. Calamity Rage and Adrenaline Meter, but opposite? Yeah. I think so. I think it's a good way to put it. IMO. LOL. Ads are going to start in 5 minutes. You can avoid them in their entirety by subscribing free with Amazon Prime. I still happen to be between jobs at the moment, so every dollar goes further. But I want to make sure that you are taken care of first. That is my priority. I will survive. I will be okay. I am okay. Did I? Okay, that was the pot that I opened earlier. I do want to grab the other steel pipe. I do. Why is my ad timer never working anymore? Twitch, can you fix your shit, please? I really appreciate it. Can you fix your shit? I'd really love it. I really love some shit fixing right now. I was worried that I was going to have to pay attention to like the look of my weapon to try to figure out what its durability was, so I'm glad that I don't have to do that. I don't think there was anything back here that I needed to worry about, but never hurts to check. Okay. It's curious to me. Apparently there's another path back there. I hate to backtrack like this, chat, but I'm just handling this game how I normally would, which is exploring all side paths. Because there could be like a, I don't know, like a flame katana or something that I'm missing, but not going this way. You know, like a katana that just shoots out big bolts of flame and little micro missiles that like lock on a that automatically locks onto enemies. A chainsaw death, yeah, like a fucking flame saw chain katana, a flame saw katana. That's all the Jichinsai. No, Jichinsai. Whether you're building a house or pulling it down, digging a well or filling one up, it's all done upon Inarasama's land. We should show our gratitude by holding that. Holding one is especially important for wells, lest we forget the ancient tale of a poisonous water dragon that once wreaked havoc until Inarasama finally sealed it deep underground. Digging a well is just like opening up an air hole for that terrible dragon. If we're not careful, we risk facing it once more. That's why we must have one. Exclusive price for first-time customers. Special deals for requests on unlucky calendar days. Call me for a free consultation. No. Hype good. Some of you may be wondering why I'm never opening my journal, why I'm never looking at any of the character entries or reading from it. And I'm going to show you why, because I doubt it's been updated. We are currently, just for your own reference, sitting at 60% GPU core load. If I open my journal, it goes up to it goes up to 95%. It goes up to 90. It is a 30% GPU tax to look at paper. And that is why I will never open it ever. I will just learn through context clues what the characters are about. It's like it's rendering the journal in 16K. It's fucking crazy. Dang, girl, you throwing it back in chat. Shoot. Shush. Miyama UHD 630. What is a UHD? Is that a graphics card? Divine water. What is? Can be used as an offering. Okay, I'm gonna sell it. Antique comb. I humbly request Activision Blizzard to add the ability to Canon equip. He owes a great deal of faith. Okay, so I was right to go back here. Yeah, man, let's try to go back here, dude. Look at all this bounty that we could have missed. We could have missed all this shit, man. Key to Sakugo's mailbox? Okay, that's nice, but who the fuck is Sakuko? You must never speak again about how you hear otherworldly voices talking to you singing. Puberty is a difficult time. You may hear and see strange things that you can't explain. The same thing happened to me when I was your age, however, something more than your imagination. If your friends find out they'll label you as a strange girl, they'll abandon you, ostracize you. Because around here, once rumors spread, people will never look at you the same again. Is it gonna have mercy on me and show me where this thing is? Where the fuck is Sakuko's mailbox? Wait, is that it? Integrated graphics with a Relic Intel CPU. I feel that. I've been there. I'm gonna look this up because I work hard and I have to. I'm trying to run like an ancient Greco-Roman advice philosophy business. Sakuko mailbox. Oh, finding it. Okay, I know that it's my objective. Guideline says as soon as I get it, I should make my way back. You can run straight to Sakuko's house. The map that looks like a path is blocked by the enlarged candy shop. The map that looks like the path is blocked, but that road is wide open. There's a candy wait. By the candy shop. Which one of these fucking houses is it? Is it this? ASMR me, Pappy. Hello, Uber newbie. It's good to see you. How are you? The enlarged candy. Just show me on a map. just show me image. Just, I don't know, guys. Watch this cool video that I have. You really should get back to your house, past the candy shop and heading down the alley. You'll pass it on the way there. It's marked with a drawing. Just be a lot more careful. You can interact with the door. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna head that direction. It's gonna be a backtracking, but I'm assuming that if it's bothering to give me a key and then making me backtrack, it's gonna be worth it. I can't answer. Mouth is open. No words coming out. That is a very strange image. That's a very strange image that you just gave me. I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to communicate to me, Uber, but thanks, or I'm sorry that it happened. I appreciate you, big dog. Mouth is open, no words coming out. Are you eating? Are you at a restaurant? You want to talk about it? You can talk to me about it. Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what's on your mind so I can help you. Go ahead. Here comes the airplane. Here comes the feels airplane. Neural. I just mean that I'm speechless. Oh, okay. Baffled. I understand now. I had an inkling that's what you were saying to me. Ara. 300. Oh. Sell all this shit. Wait, actually keep the one that restores health. Effect increases when used continuously. No, I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna keep all the health items. The sanity is something I can manage. Sanity will need not be consumed and focus. Yeah, sell all the sanity shit. I don't need sanity. I'm good. 1,000 faith. Is there any reason I should hold on to faith? Are there things I could buy? I need to look this up because it's gonna bother me if I don't. What can... Watch this. What can I spend faith on? Silent Hill F. Chad, I will kiss you right on the mouth with consent if you tell me what this video is from. I know it is from, but there's no way that you know. Those number 2, they're too expensive. Memory slots. Wait, can I... Wait, I can level up my abilities? You said that... Wait, I can increase my stats? Holy shit, I wasted so much. Maybe I can't. Maybe I can't yet. Okay. Is a pick on top of your head the blue bird from Dead Cell's Corrupted Prison? Is a pick on top of your head the picture on top of my head? I'm not sure what you mean, RTK. I don't think that you're talking about... Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about the mask? Oh, the mask was found by Keith B. VT for me. It was like it was the closest thing to a fox mask, or like the fox mask that I could find. How do I get back to it? How do I get back there? Oh, do I have to loop all the way around? Is there like an actual path here? What about Lex? It is Lex. Callisto. Now, Callisto, you do not have to take the kissy, but should you request it, you shall have it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, there's a webcam that's going all the time that's pointed at my dog's bed. Is she a good baby? And Chad likes it, likes being able to watch her like reposition and flop around and do side stretches and shit. This is blocked, but there's very clearly enemies there. Oh, okay. Okay, I can just walk past this. This is actually blocked off. I know there's gonna be a fucking zooted ass like prime rib covered mannequins gonna fucking jimmy my Russells. Are links okay? I'm going to click this, and if it Bitcoin mines me, I'm going to ban you. Oh wait a minute, I have to kill this. Let me kill this thing first. Okay. Were all the redeems for the Stoicism stream done yet, by the way? Yep, they were. You... above? I have... I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. RTK, I have no idea what you're talking about. I want to understand, but I don't... I don't understand. Okay, so I'm safe from the redeem earlier. I specifically chose to not do that one. I will still do that one, but I was being mindful of how it might affect you. Did I watch this before? Okay. Okay, so it's past this house, or is it is at this house? Okay, are you gonna do it? Appreciate it. What's this, a mailbox? Greatly decreases weapon durability consumption from performing light attacks. Mr. and Mrs. Igarashi, we compiled the test results. No abnormalities show characteristics of mild autism. All other test results were within normal range. It's not unusual for pubescent children to claim they can see and hear things that are not real as they mature. The issues tend to resolve themselves on their own, so I believe there's no need for concern. Regarding her fear of the dark, her response is proper and natural. Continuing to scold her may only worsen her condition. Please do not trouble yourself over Sakuko. Simply raise her with the love and affection and let her mature at her own pace. Did that use the key? It didn't tell me that. My only complaint so far is that I wish that it would tell me. It looks like it did get rid of the key. I wish it would tell me when key items are used. I know, because I have a brain. I know that I opened the mailbox, and I probably wouldn't have been able to had I not had a key for it. But I would also like an additional level of confirmation so I don't have to compulsively check my key items to make sure that that is in fact where it was supposed to be used. Like, it would save me a step. But I'm also neurotic about stuff like that. Higurashi no Naku Koro ni reference? I think so. Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, I know what that is. Lurk, lurk, oh, lurk, sit. Enjoy your lurk. Oh, man, I need to go uppies. I don't need to go down here. If you've enjoyed this even a little bit, consider following. It helps me out tremendously, updates you when I'm around, and gives you some free emotes. If you like this a lot of it and have the means to do so, consider subscribing. We are just over the 50 out of 100 Partner Plus points that we need in order for Twitch to start increasing their ratio and paying something that you would hope that they would pay their creators by default for keeping their platform alive. The wooden plaque will place it back in Hokora after writing your wishes. Use Hokora to upgrade Hinako's ability. What ability? Use Blank Ema and Faith to pray to Hokora and increase your max stamina. Ooh, you can also increase the number of more you can equip at the same time. Pray, increase your abilities. Health, sanity, stamina. Okay, well, I'm gonna increase some Omamori slots because just having more Omamori slots seems really strong. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. Can I sell anything? I wish I had kept my shit instead of just throwing it away. Not that I threw it away, I was just grabbing like random charms. Like, it was definitely a waste for me to spend, what was it, 500? It was a waste spending 500 on being able to be detected less. Like, I'm never going to be in a situation, probably, where I'm going to walk around a character. You know what I mean? Did I actually further explore this way? I know everything is going to trend me towards that one area. But we shall see. We shall see. I'm going to take a drink. I'm taking a liberty. Ooh. You have a the writer for SHF is the same as Higurashi, so it makes sense. Today's drink of the day is a fizzy sweet tea that I made with Mio, and I slammed that bitch in a Drink Mate Omnifizz. If you've never had a Drink Mate Omnifizz before, it's like a soda stream. I think more people are familiar with a soda stream than they are a Drink Mate. But the Drink Mate has the advantage of... Hang on. Are you gonna swing at me? Okay, there we go. The Drink Mate has the advantage of being able to carbonate anything at all. As long as it's not like super viscous or has pulp in it, because it gets stuck in the tube. Shut up, Hinako, I know. I have eyes, bruh. I got eyes. What the fuck was that? What was that? Oh my god. I guess it's a preview of whatever the boss is I'm gonna be dealing with soon. So we need to loop back around. I understand. Away I go. Like, I've carbonated milk before, and carbonated milk is probably like one of the worst things imaginable. Ironically, as most people think that it's somehow worse. Ironically, carbonated milk is not that bad. It's not. It's probably because it's already carbonated. How the fuck did I get over there? Oh, I have to go this way. Like it's half Pepsi, half milk. It's really not that bad. Okay. It's time. It's enough sidetracking. I've sidetracked for like half an hour and 45 minutes. Carrot beetroot juice. Yeah, it sounds like it'd be good carbonated. I'd be down. Or is that what you're drinking? Don't go into the meat zone, he screams. Yeah, but I have no choice. I have to climb down this chest-high wall and then not be able to climb back up. That is my fate. First aid kit. Okay, you're definitely you are definitely sizing me up for combat. Toolkit, okay. I see bad news, I'm gonna have to go. Dio's keeping me company through the rough moment. Understood, Jade. Let me know if you need me. Thank you for being here. Tastes atrocious as is. Maybe it'll be better carbonated. I need a key. Okay. I'll work on that. Noki and I are gonna need you because it's related to the missing friend that we've been worried about. Okay. That is a big knife. I don't think I'm supposed to find this. I don't think I'm supposed to fight this. I don't think this is meant for me. So we're gonna grab. I'm just not gonna fight it because it seems like a bad idea. I'm sure I get something special if I do. Okay, now he's goopering at me. Bandage. I'm gonna loop you around, and then we're going to pull you back up. Come on, big boy. Thankfully, it's pretty slow. Many times do I have to fucking... Okay, I press B on that. I don't agree. I'm fucking sick of these giant meat mechs. They're so gross. They're so gross. Can I lead you over here? Can you come over here, sweetie? I really appreciate it. Can you do your big ass wind-ups? Thank you. Okay, I would like you to grab the handle. Can you grab the handle? I don't know if I have enough time for this. Nope. Yep, come this way. Come this way. Come over here. I've got you. I got you. There it is. There we go. There we go. Do you not have collision detection? Oh, can I? Okay. Well, I can't go near you now. Hello, Narita. It's very good to see you. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Sorowski, let's go. I want to grab whatever that thing was that I saw over here. Ramu. I think not fighting it is the right choice. I'm pretty sure I could kill it if I tried hard enough. But it's also, it would also be fail RP for my character to try to Try to fight this thing. Thankfully, it doesn't know how to go into houses. I can fight these. These are not that bad. Okay, my turn. Oh, that was a nice crunchy one. Even the warden is scarier than this thing. Is that thing chasing me? No. Wait, are there any snacks in here? There's not. Hello, my day has been nice. Hope yours is too. I got very little sleep. It's self-inflicted though. Like I brought it on myself. And I feel a lot more awake than I definitely should be. But it also benefits because I speak at a lower register when I'm tired. And we happen to be doing an ASMR stream. So it all works out. I'm gonna adjust my chair for a sec.
Round 2. We got our level 2 coat on. We're gonna brave this
he's
cold
not
together.
nonsense.
We're gonna make it through.
He's not nonsense. That's Ellie when she was 4 months old. She a good baby. She a very good baby. Well, my day's been good. Nothing crazy. We're just chilling. Having a good time. Getting beset by meat monsters in every direction. That's how it do. That's how it do. There's gotta be an item over here, right? There's no way they would just let me go all the way over here for no reason. Yep, there's a box. Is there gonna be something in it? Rotisserie chicken. Ooh. Those look like balls. Soft, juicy texture. Favorite type of offering. Okay. Fully restores everything, so it's like a mega elixir. ASMR in a horror game is an interesting combo. The hope is that I will be massaging the grayfold matters of your brain, and then that will be enough to counteract any kind of spooky experience that you're going through, so you get to enjoy all the aspects of the horror without suffering from the negative effects of it. Plus me doing weird off the wall shit. It's kind of my bag. Great restores health. I don't need stamina. I don't need sanity. It's fine. It's fine. Good idea. Good idea. Welcome in, Dravion. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good one. Thank you for that, Bats. Thank you, thank you. You always go? You never go towards the implied romantic love interest, star-crossed lover. You always go away from the anime boyfriend. Always. It's getting better for sure. Well, that's good. I'm glad. I'm thankful for that. You deserve the entire planet and everything on it. Higashi. Okay. I guess that's fine. That's worth what, like $10? That's not nothing. Man, you don't even have blood on your bat. Have you been doing anything?
いつの頃だっけな。
懐かしいね、ここ。幼い頃、この辺りで迷ってワンワン泣いた記憶がある。
お前が泣く。
They are taking this weirdly well.
もうずいぶん長いこと。
Why the fuck are they so fucking calm? you're not gonna talk about the oceanic meat demon ogre with a giant kitchen knife? Why? Well, what a badass. Does it hurt, man, to have your gigantic balls drag across the ground like that? Or are they so callous you don't feel it anymore?
思われたこともあったっけ？
こんな状況なのに懐かしい思い出ばかり思い出
Oh, that's a cute little bongo you're doing.
今ではどれも
+1, +1.
正しいな。
I should get a bongo cat. I got a fucking throw up emote. Only one person uses it.
いつでも泣けよ。
Even though I put out feelers, I was like, hey, here's this big ass bowl. These are all the emote options. Which one do you want? And everyone was like, we want throw up, and then nobody uses it.
よし、行こうぜ。
Everybody post your bongo cats.
霧が深いな。
The fog is so thick, just like me.
このやつ無事だといいんだが。
And then he's gone. Oh my.
相棒
Partner? Unknown area? That's not good. Escape. Escape. The field that's all misty is really scary. I keep thinking someone's there, but it's always a scarecrow with a creepy face. Oh, there's one scarecrow that's not actually scary. The real reason it's making the scary face because it's got a thorn sticking into it and it's hurts. All you have to do is take the thorn out and it'll tell you which way to go. But don't get too close to the really scary scarecrows. Someone said there's a monster who's only pretending to be a scarecrow that likes eating little kids.
泣いてってどういう意味
I am reasonably presuming that the presence of the doll signifies that we're entering into some manifested environment that is representative of Hinako's insecurities or concerns on growing up in a society that is trying to force cultural stereotypes onto her. What if I just go in a direction forever? Can I do that? No, I get turned around. What's happening? Oh.
ここさっきも通った
Okay. A little bit disjointed, but we ball. What was what? What was when? Okay, so one of these is a nice one. What did it say? It said that they were all the same. I hate to open up the journal because it tanks my computer for no reason. No. Check your journal, check map information, documents, here it is. No scarecrow, the only reason to make a scarecrow, so I just have to guess, essentially. Like, there's no way to know which one of these is, like, okay or not. Okay. Examine. Took it out. It's okay, you don't have to be afraid anymore. Actually, maybe there is. There's something about thick. Oh, fuck, I was right. Okay, I need you to calm down. I need you to calm down. That's a lot of cake that you got back there. Okay? It's a lot of cake and I respect it. I'm like that one guy that would go around to Magic the Gathering tournaments and kneel and take a picture of people's butt cracks while praying. That's fine, Chad. I like you think. Imagine a horror game with stuff happening keeps getting progressively unhinged. The NPCs keep acting like they don't notice anything. That's what I feel like, is that the main characters are... I guess they're just, like, questioning their reality. I don't know why I keep checking my map. It's probably because they don't know where I'm going. Okay, we're just gonna keep going in this direction. We're just gonna keep moving. And then we need to find... Wait, that's a fog barrier. I don't want to go that way. Wait, what? Okay, now everything is fog. Now it's gonna loading screen me. Now it's turning me around. Is it gonna send me right back to the beginning? It is gonna send me to the beginning. Oh. Oh, it's a sickle. Yeah.
Who are you? Why do you always have to be different than everyone else, freak?
Awooga. Hello, No Flow. It's good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Hello, hello. It's just pointing me this way. There's nothing in the basket. Low reach. That's okay. I like to get right up next to them. I like to get right up next to them, and they like to fucking grab their face and loll directly into their mouth. That's what really does it for me.
Who are you? Honestly, you're helpless without me.
So I'm looking for thorns. Yes. It's not that easy, right? Wait, is it that easy? Is that the only one with the thorn? Do I just have to look for where the... Well, some of them have thorns and some of them don't. Okay, well, I'm gonna choose this one. Nope. Yeah, you thought. Yeah, you thought, man. The sickle definitely does more damage. It do more damage, though. I mean, they all have thorns. Except for the... Unless I'm misjudging where... Like, what I'm looking at or what I'm looking... Maybe the male ones... Maybe the male ones have a thorn in a different place? I don't know. Longer stun lock on pipe. If they're stunned even a little bit and I start just going in on them, like the best status effect is making them dead. Are they like walking towards me? Oh, I hate that. Are there... Wait, okay, wait a minute. Is one of them one that doesn't move? Hang on, let's take stock. They all move. They all move? This one has no thorn. You have no thorn. Yeah, the best status effect is them just being dead. Maybe I'm missing something. What do you mean? I charged it. What are you even saying? What do you mean? Okay. I love the way that they move. I think it's so cool. You're right, the reach is a little bit of a problem though. They're not automatically responding, are they? Come on, man. Come on, man. Why is it sometimes it like it lets me do it and other times it doesn't? You're right though, there's virtually no stun unless I get them in a... Thank you for the headband, Skeeve. Have you been napping? I think you've been napping. I sensed it through the ether, your Hongshu Mimimis. Maybe, okay, I do see a thorn in this dude. This guy's looking pretty thorny. What do you want? What do you want from me? Okay, I could have killer instinct him. Relax. 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 You're trying way too hard. Oh, I'm burning too much stamina. I'm gonna go crazy. No movie with Birdie. Almost fell asleep though. That'll do it. Doing that. Oh, did it crash? Okay. Unreal. I'm gonna say it again. I said it yesterday. I think, whatever day it was, or was it Wednesday? Time is rapidly losing all meaning. When we were playing Backrooms Extractions, Unreal Engine 5 is a mistake. I know that the Unreal Engine 5 CEO, John Unreal, is in here. I need you to undo what you've done. I need you to make a better engine. I need you to make something that doesn't have forced ray tracing in it. I just, like, normally I try to meet people where they're at, and you are not even close to to where you need to be in order for us to have effective communication. You're just showing you this cool pirate performance for a school play. Just buy 5,000 NPC or 5,000 PC. My PC's like $2,500. Just about. No, I think it is like $2,500. It's like, it's not even like a price thing. It's just it's prone to just like breaking. Like Unreal Engine 5 games do not run well. They are extremely prone to crashing. Oh, did it save my progress? Maybe they knew. Maybe they knew the engine was bad. Let me make sure that let me look at this. Let me look at this note. Let me look at the note here. Serious note. You think it's something's there, but it's always just a scarecrow with a creepy face. Well, not actually scary, it's making a scary face. It's got a thorn sticking into it. But don't get close to really scary scarecrows. Someone said there's a monster who only pretends to be a scarecrow. They're like seeding little kids. Thank you for the hydrate. I don't understand game development's obsession with ray tracing. I know that we have run out of improvement vectors for making things look very good, and so they're just trying to like basically do like the whole like going from 8-bit to like 16-bit jump, but it's not even like a 8 to 16-bit thing anymore. It's more of like a 16-bit to like a 17-bit situation, except every little improvement that they think that they can make is operating under the assumption that people can just spend infinite amounts of money upgrading their hardware all the time. And then they're like, okay, well, you could just use DLSS for everything. You could just use this crutch. like it used to be like a supplemental thing, but now devs like are relying on it in order to get performance. They're relying on it in order to try to force like visual improvements without taking into consideration how it actually is affecting people. I should not have to think about the fact that I'm taking like a 30% GPU hit to make lighting look 3% better. Are you? I'm just gonna take this out of you, okay? Don't you like your games chunky and crunchy? I do. I do. However, I also tried to take into consideration how other people are affected. Are you gonna swing or nah? Why are you not? Okay, I was gonna say. Is this really guessing? I feel like I'm missing something. Because I got the first scarecrow. That was easy. Scarecrow, Thorn, Silent Hill, F. It feels stupid, but I feel like I'm missing a context clue. I really like this game. I do think this okay, there's a Reddit post of people explaining how much they hate this puzzle. It requires you to understand what the scarecrow is feeling at the moment. You're supposed to pick the scarecrow that mirrors what the original scarecrow is thinking. Okay. Like I want my there's a difference between a video game looking intentionally crunchy and shitty and one that I'm forced to make look crunchy and shitty because the devs are just not trying.
Who are you? Honestly, you're helpless without me.
Okay, so there's some sort of like posture or something. Wait a minute. Are they... Okay. I thought maybe that I was onto something here, but maybe not. Where's the thorn here? This by 14. Ooh, that's what I said to you when I saw you so scared. You better give me that cake. There it is. Okay, that's not appropriate. We need to be better. We need to be the change that we want to see in the world. And so I shall be. It's by $14,000 PC bro, says CEO of Unreal Engine and best friends with Jeff Bezos. I side glance back at you. Whose side glance is a side glancer?
Who are you? I'll be your friend, otherwise you'll be miserable alone.
Don't care, didn't ask. Okay. The ramen has made its way through my system. And my... Okay, we're getting really lucky here. I'm just looking for short hair now. I wonder why I called you over. We just be looking for short hair. Okay, alright. Well, I don't know if that's deliberate or not, but... Oh, ooh boy. Is hell. That's exactly right. I'm starting to shrimp. I'm shrimping like super hard, and I feel the overwhelming compulsion. Ooh, rotisserie chicken. I feel the overwhelming compulsion to just tilt my phone down. I think Kagashis are shit. I don't want to get rid of anything that's gonna let me get less stat. Oh, I can just get rid of the capsules, yeah. Bitch, you know what it is. Bitch. Is my sickle almost broken? No, this is new. How is this new? Okay. I don't know. Oh good, I came back to cursed content. Yeah, there's a whole lot of it. Come on in, the water is tepid. And filled with fucking snakes. Okay. Rule of threes, please. I would like to be done with whatever this is. Okay. No. Nar. Nar. I think it might be this one. It might be. Also, welcome back. Yeah, bro, I could have just lied to you, told you not to go any which way.
Dang, girl, you got a whole bakery back there. When it open?
No? Okay. I'm done with this puzzle now. I've just started looking for Hidiko's hairstyle, and that seems to be effective. I mean, this seems like it's a... Are we not doing the... My stomach is trying to cannibalize itself. My tummy... My tummy is trying to rumble in some Luciferian way. Am I done? Oh, fuck. Okay, okay. Hey, listen. Okay, we need to get a little bit of sanity back. And thank you for the dreamboat, man. Like, I've got a granola bar next to me, but like, I need to be gaming. Because the monster is not going to wait for me. You know what I mean? Can you please? I want an instant transmission. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Fuck you. Are you kidding? What the fuck is the point of this mechanic if it only works like half the time? Oh my god. Hinago, please. I need you to become combat proficient like now. Or is it like a predictive thing where I have to like hold it but not let it cap itself out? And take care of yourself? The only thing that I need for sustenance is for you to be happy, Vulpus. Once I have that, I want for nothing. And for this thing to fucking let me beat its ass. Give it to me, get stabbed. What are you gonna do? Stab me with your dull knives? This man's stabbed by dull knife. Surely you can game with one hand, not on a controller. Heaven forbid it's Dark Souls, because then I need 3 hands. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Okay, are we just wandering now? Is this a... How many of these fucking things are there? Who are you? You? Yes, you. No. 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 Yes. 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 It's gonna be this one. Oh, yeah. That came out clean. It happens all the time. Kid falling to the death in the waterway. Oh, I think we're done. I think we made it. KPVT is a Horror Circus Kitty VTuber and one of my favorite people on the entire planet for many myriad reasons. And okay, you're just staring at me then. And Vulpus is a Foxgirl Cafe owner and variety streamer. Yeah, Kisa chat, yeah, Kisa chat, yeah. Yeah, Stow Feral. That's all I'm doing. Don't you hide! I drag you out! I drag you out into the light, where it burns. Where your skin sizzles from direct contact with anything but the shade. Shu-chan. Shu-chan, why? And my grandmother don't understand. I'm gonna eat a granola bar now. And technically I should be waiting for dinner. But I don't want anything we have. so granola bar it is. For now. It's not gonna actually like fill me up. It's only like 100 calories. Plus I need to start getting through these things before they start getting sale, because I bought them like 2 weeks ago. That's fucking true ASMR. Maybe I should just like... Maybe I should just wrap my mouth around the mic. Yeah, I think I'll do that. What? Let me get headphones at least. Wait, you're raw dogging an ASMR stream out in the open, Vulpus? I guess you might be in your room. Listen in her car, it's wild. I hate it when my bridge gets broken by meat vegetables.
衆の家の裏山を抜けるのか？
あの山越えられるの？
わさび田への道がある。うちだけの抜け道だ。リンコ、念のため薬や絆創膏を持っていきたい。
台所に救急箱あるよ。取ってくるね。
あ、私も一緒に行こう。手伝う。
相棒が一緒なら安心だ。
Where is Fox Mask? I don't give a shit about any other character. Just let me sacrifice Hiko solo him. I'm sure that isn't... Okay, that on reflection, that might be... Bitch? Don't fucking share daggers at me like that.
Beware Rinko.
Is that Rinko behind me? I thought it was Shu. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it might be kind of like a self-report for me to be like, yeah. I should give the main character's soul to like... They're not like an antagonist, I don't think. I don't know enough, and I'm not looking for answers. My PC's in common area in the house. Everyone can hear. They heard me say ooh and RR. This is fine. You're so base and lit. You know that? Okay, I don't know much about this game, but I do know this is a bad area. Plus, I need you to mass stab me. Why? Compound fracture. That's the thing, is that Hinako has that green fluid that same Junderlin had in Resident Evil. So she probably fine. Perishing? Yeah, but no, I need you alive for dark works and grand activities. There's no stabbing. Unless you can give me reasonable assurance that we could just drop your body into one of those healing pits for Wanted. That was it, Wanted, right? 2008? 2007? What confused me about that movie was, like, it showed... Like, there was so much to that movie, but it confused me that there was wax. Like, it was wax, like hard wax. Like, I thought the guy was sealed in there, like a candle. And then it's actually so sort of like ice bath or something. I don't know, I was a little distracted at the time. A wooden plaque places it back into Hokora after writing your wishes. Wait a minute, did that say you wishes? Oh, man. Imagine dragons, these nuts across your face, chat. No, it's wax and white blood cells. Yeah, but how do you... If you take, like, white blood cells out of a person, does it become a liquid? I thought they were little, like, ovals. Are they just, like, little ovals in the body? How do ovals make a liquid? Listen to what you're saying. No, it's wax and white blood cells. Yeah, but it was like hard. It was hard. They're technically a plasmoid. I can make up fake words too. You know? You just come in here and you're like, hey, here's like a whole fake Webster's dictionary. Like you don't have to hit me with the... Okay, finally we found an entrance we can go into. Wow. Wow, what? Wonder what that pretty little thing's chirps will sound like when I tear off that mask of hers. The girl before last was an exquisite specimen. I can barely contain myself every time I think about her. Is that Plasmoid a Pokemon? I say it doesn't depend on the constituent, but actually though the Wanderwall forces between them. Okay, that makes sense to me. When you say that, I definitely know what you mean. RTK. Do not go anywhere or I will deploy the nets. Okay, and last time you struggled like a son of a bitch and dislocated your everything, so I need you to just stay here because I don't have the mental bandwidth to put you back together, okay? Fully restores health. I mean, do I really need 2 medical kits? Maybe I do. Can also be used as, I feel, okay. Fully restores stamina and prevents, well, that seems really intense. Like camping. Can I just use one of my toolkits? On my, no, I just want to use it. No, I don't want to look at it. I want to use it. Do I not have any, wait, do I not have any weapon? We're replacing the toolkits. We get constant weapons anyway. It doesn't matter. Why are you so sad now? What did it? Oh man, I'm sorry that I accused you of coming up with fake words, and I know that I trust you implicitly to say things that make sense to me and are grounded in reality. Okay? No more so sad. Because if you so sad one more time, I'm gonna do the voice. I'm gonna do the high-pitched voice that you hate because it activates your maternal instincts. It sends them into overdrive. I'll make it everything suddenly not okay. I'll do it. I'll pull the trigger. Okay, I think I've explored everything I can this way. Do the voice, maybe not. Is this a stage? No, this is water, sweetie. Fried tofu? That looks good. I mean, it looks better than a fucking snack wrap from McDonald's. The way that they show snack wraps on screen and the way that they actually are completely different. The snack wraps suck. They do. I don't want them to suck. Like, I take no pleasure in sucking. Sorry. Hang on. I take no pleasure in them sucking. Like, it's just like it's and tender. It's and tender. And like just miscellaneous taco cheese like just left cold and put on top, and then they do like one line of sauce. And like the sauce that they use is bad. It's not even like a good chemical burn. It's just like this shouldn't be in my body. I don't know what anything is worth. I think this is greatly restores health, fully restores stamina. I'm just gonna take it as read that what I'm replacing is more valuable here. Because I do want more than one first aid kit, just in case. I was curious, but after the explanation, I don't know, man. I have no idea how it's going to come across if I start doing it with my sensitivity basically maxed out without you hearing everything on the planet all at the same time. There's a movie called Everything Everywhere All at Once, and whatever you think it is going into it, it is not. It is still worth watching, but you go into it thinking that it's just going to be like a comedy, like a wacky comedy, and it becomes like it gives you an existential crisis. So if you like existential crises, that's your movie. Sword Drum Key. Oh, is that the one in the box? Maybe I go back there now. Maybe we go back there now. Why are you? I'm not fucking doing anything. I'm being bullied. Like, no, I'm trying to help you by putting you in the psychologically on guard position. I'm trying to help you. Okay. I'm like Fox Mask. I'm like Fox Mask. You know, I'm trying to help you by ruining your brain so you don't have to think about anything anymore. How nice of me. Clip, I like the snack wrap though. You can like this, like it's entirely possible that everyone in the McDonald's that's near me has just given up. If you like the snack, it's probably the same thing as like a Chipotle. where depending on the Chipotle that you go to depends on how big the burritos are.
Don't believe the fox's words. Stay away from the Western room.
I do see that there is no soul, latent or otherwise, left in the eyes of the people that I look into at the McDonald's near me. They are animated. Don't go into the Western. Okay, so don't press the red button. I'm gonna press the red button. Why would I not press the red button? Oh, the faces are all marked out. Okay. An art sculpture. Looks like it might fit somewhere. Up my butt, maybe? Those poor McDonald's employees. It's the same thing at Walmart, too. I mean, it's almost like the leech that is late stage capitalism is nearing completion of completely engorging itself on the soul blood of everyone that it depends on in order to survive and make infinite amounts of money and make sure that the line always goes up, and that comes at the cost of the total mental health ruination on the house of cards of people that it sits precariously on as it gets fatter and fatter. You know what I mean? Mennonite McDonald's. Like, the Mennonites near me are happy. This is the thing. They're happy, man. At least they seem happy. I mean, I don't know how you could be happy listening to Jesus music 24/7, which takes place in the store that they work at for like 13 hours. I feel like I don't want to go this way. I want to go in the other room. Oh. I made it time for torturing a poor Japanese woman in the 1960s. Welcome in, Kitsune. It's good to see you. Yeah, the characters that were around right now are taking... Ooh, a shrine. The characters here are taking things weirdly well. $500. Don't mind if I do. I will take it. Oh, and selling the rotisserie chicken. Ooh, the antique comb. I mean, these are also fine too. 1,000 faith bucks. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Increase my abilities, please, if you don't mind. Memory slots. I can now equip 2. 3,000? Fuck off. I mean, I have enough stamina with the Memoria, so I mean, the only health that matters is the last one, right? We'll still equip what we need. Listening to not Jesus music for 13 hours, I do not recommend it. Like, maybe if that's all that you know. Like, I don't know. Like, how bad would it be to be raised on like jazz music? Right from the start, like right from inception, it's nothing but jazz music around you all the time, and all that you hear is different variations of jazz music. How bad would that be? Like, you're told that there are other kinds of music out there and that you're curious about it, but then everyone around you in your culture is like, yeah, but it's not as good as jazz music. I mean, it's the same sort of, like, I hesitate to say, but I'm also going to say indoctrination as, like, the Pledge of Allegiance is in America, where we all weirdly, like, turn to one corner of the room and then in dead-ass monotone say the Pledge of Allegiance in such a way that we simply do not in any other way towards anything else. Like, that's weird, and we do that, and that seems normal to us.
Their valuable relics hidden away in the old storage room. They must be kept under lock and key.
The last girl slipped in while I wasn't looking. It took a long time to find her. It took a long time. Your voice through the car speakers. Is it as good as your business headphones or whatever ones that you normally like to use? Are you getting bass? do I want to be in here? I'm presuming. Obligatory loading screen. I'll take jazz music. Finally into it jump. Woo! I got fitness ads, I'm so happy. Knock it out on me. Exquisitely crafted ornamental pole arm. Okay, I would like that. Okay, so what am I missing with this? Okay. I feel like there's some sort of... There's something that I'm missing with this whole, like, hold down button to prep to do thing. Because sometimes, like, it does it reliably, and other times it doesn't, and I don't... Like, I had assumed that me holding down the button for what feels like 3 hours is enough. Description on the polearm reads, I'm not even going to try that. It's another word for Inazuma, meaning lightning. This likely refers to the unique blade pattern of the blade's steel.
Finally, the sickle pole.
Yeah, all we need to do is put the sickle on top of a long stick. I return. Welcome back, Carbon. It's good to see you. Carbon is a robotman. He is a robotman that makes other robotmen. I watched this game finish like 9 times now, never picked it up for myself. I'm a bad Silent Hill fan. No, I wouldn't say that. If anything, you're more of a dedicated Silent Hill fan than most people would be. Most people wouldn't watch 9 times in a row unless they were super into the series. Like, I consider myself to be a huge Dark Souls fan, and I've never finished Dark Souls 1. I've beaten 2, I've beaten 3, I've beaten Bloodborne. Do I? Okay, but I don't want to go that way. You never go where they want you to go first.
Welcome in, Raiders. Stoics not.
Hello, Raven800. How are you? Raven800 is a super cool guy, variety streamer. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm ProStoic. I'm self-applied Vice Riding Gaming VTuber, and we're doing an ASMR stream today. Watch me poke this meat puppet with a stick. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. They stab you. They stab you like 50 times. How was your stream? Let me grab you, bud. Shout out. Get raided, nerd. Joke's on you. I'm into that. There you are. You were playing Chip and Claws versus the Brainoids? I have never heard of that before. But you are an individual of taste. I can only assume that it was more poggers than anything. A Memori Hawk greatly decreases focus charging time. I think I need that. I need the focus time to be as small as possible. I'm never gonna get hit, so I don't need health. Where is it? Am I stupid? Am I dumb? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, let's try it. I mean, it's a little faster, I suppose. I've 100% every FromSoft game for PS3, PS4, and I don't consider myself a Dark Souls fan at all. Well, that would make you a From Software fan. Which, in my opinion, from my point of view. Which, I think that was it. I think that's all I went over there for. Wait, was there a way over this way? Like, we are big From Software stands here. I sprung for, even though it was way too much money and not worth it. Like, I overspent on it because I wanted From Software to know that I was their little bitch, that I was their good little boy. Oh man. Why? Okay. That, like, they could have me if they wanted me. They didn't even have to ask. Okay, you're just gonna get staggered. Okay. Are you dead? Okay. I sprung for the, I think it was the collector's edition of Armor Core 6 with the figure that came with it. And that shit was like $200. they had like a $400 version, and the only difference was having like a hanger so like you could park your armor core inside after a long day of making pew pew noises with your mouth and pretending like you got damaged and had to go into its like fucked up dystopian science fiction Barbie dream house to recover. So Kuko is the letterbox girl, right? Yeah. There can be no ways about it. The family is indeed cursed. I'm the only one who even knows the full story. I must tell Master all I know. If I do not, the curse will follow me as well. May the gods have mercy on me. This girl absolutely does not know how to use a spear thing. Yeah, doing it like a big, sick-ass wind-up is probably not the way to go. All the secret arts medicines to come to us, spirit and the flesh. God, that's so me. That's so me right there. Symptoms at onset are follows: headache, fever, vertigo, chills, vomiting, diarrhea. At first, I believe signs pointed to a seasonal cold. However, after prescribing medicine, symptoms did not improve. In fact, they worsen. Yeah, it's saying don't eat the bread pills. The crimson spring gushing from the womb, deep within, is the Shimizu family. What is this about my family? How much? It was like $400 before tax, not including shipping. I don't think they even included shipping. I think it was like $12 for shipping. It was just this big hanger. Like, thank God I didn't get it. Like, me spending like the one thing I did not get. Like I normally go for the collector's editions. Let me start off by saying let me start making sentences. I like From Software games so much that I typically go for the collector's editions of things because they often come with statues and whatnot, right? I did not get the collector's edition with Millennia from Elden Ring, and it displeases me greatly that I did not. And the reason why I did not, the honorable blood filled up, make it full, otherwise... I don't know what I don't know what it is about the way these are written that's weirdly doing it for me. Patient's conditions are declining suddenly and rapidly. Labored breathing, cognitive impairment, quadriplegia, involuntary movements, even stranger symptoms. Patient's facial features appear to be deforming. The faces remain stuck in expressions of constant strain, their teeth bared, their eyes narrowed into a menacing glare. I didn't get the Elden Ring Collector's Edition because I heard and let myself believe that they were making the game easier. Okay, I'm not like a difficulty head, okay? Like, I firmly believe that if you pay whatever amount it is, then you should be entitled to play the game how you want. I just did not, I just had this idea in my head that Elden Ring was going to be like a baby's first like introduction to Dark Souls, and I thought that they were going to tone down the darkness and the post-apocalypticness of everything, and I let that get to my head, and it was a huge mistake. Is this... am I not supposed to go this way? It's remove the circle now. I think I need to go yellow 2 on my mouse. Yeah, no, it's expensive. I like Demon Souls. It got me to buy a PS3. The Demon Soul remake is good. You should try that if you haven't already. I think it was just dedicated to eventually. I also finished Demon Souls. Finished the Platinum Trophy. Bloodborne was sexy though. It was. Why would anyone in their right mind wait to go into a personal space to swing this 6-foot-long Padeo? Because of the way that it swooshes, I imagine. That's what I would presume. Reminds me when I picked up the Sea of Skyrim at launch, then gave away the Elderwind statue, gave it to my friend to make him feel better about his alien colonial marines. Yeah, no, you feel bad for him. No, that's accurate. Yeah, feel bad for that guy. Oh, man. I can't believe Randy Pitchford still has a job. Randy Pitchford, like, headed that, didn't he? Or am I just associating anything that bad that happens in the game dev space gets attributed to him? The presence of the red capsules here reinforces my belief that it is bad times to eat these things. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, I'm ready. Go ahead, I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, well, if you... Okay, I understand. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Listen, relax. Relax. Hey, you're okay. I'm out of sanity. What the? Hinako, please. Hinako, please. Why are you swinging, sweetie? Sweetie, baby, I need you to hit the monster with the... Oh my god. Can we... That was so much unnecessary damage I took. Oh my god. I could have just ran from it, to be honest with you. Most I've ever spent on a collectible is around $500, and that was recently. Was it Senran Kagura Beachbody Splash 2? I'm fucking looking at you, Kitsune. I know what you are. I know what you are because you used to work at GameStop. And that's also me messing around, and I sense nothing but joy that you are here. That's like trying to choke somebody up close to the string of your bow rather than shooting them with an arrow from 50 meters away. You didn't go for the funny Millennia helmet prop. No. And it was my loss. There has to be something good back here. Are you gonna come around the corner? No. That's honestly pretty shocking. Yeah, get him, Miko. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Oh no, they're hot.
I feel like if I hold the sanity meter for too long, it actually burns the max sanity, which makes sense why they talk about max sanity even being a thing. I wanted to amuse myself with the idea of, well, maybe we can get it for him, and then looked at the price of PS5, which I believe is exclusive to. He did. He took the money, allegedly put that money in Duke Nukem Forever and Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 was a good call. Duke Nukem Forever, I feel sad for him about. And then actually, he's a fucking genius because Borderlands is sometimes fun. I mean, you know, C's get degrees, I guess. I guess. Oh. It's definitely a little bit copium to be like, yeah, sure, I got the $200 Duke Nukem Forever. I guess this thing never runs out of durability? Yeah, it doesn't. So I have no reason to worry about it. I would like snacks, please. Where's my snacks? Where be they? Where be they? Divine water. Okan. Okay. I think I'm gonna park it there for now. To let myself rest and regenerate. And maybe take a nap, which I almost never do. Oh, man, if you've enjoyed this, consider following. If you'd like this a lot of bit, have the means to do so, consider subscribing. Next stream for me is gonna be on Monday. Let me try to remember what it is. I think it's Blacklight Club, which is like a 1v4 horror game where you can only see the monster if you have your eyes closed. It is. We're going to be playing Blackout Club with Radish Bastard, Keith B. Fiti, and Mr. Creepypasta at 7 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. GMT. If you consider yourself a Firekeeper, which is named for my ProStar community members, your rated message is this first one. Your rated message is that second one. If the first one, if you're subbed, the second one, if you're just following, which is fine. And then while I raid out, I'm going to thank all of our recurring subscribers. When you set your subscription to active and recurring, it generates Partner Plus points. At 100 Partner Plus points, more of your support reaches me in the end. And it helps me out tremendously. I didn't want to click on that. I didn't want to click on that person. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, man. There's lots of cool people streaming right now, huh? Lots of cool people. Thank you for spending time with me today, chat. I really appreciate it. Let us send you over to this new person maybe that just started streaming. I don't know who this person is. They followed me, and I like to make friends organically with people and make a good impression, so that's what we're gonna send you. Wait, bye, thanks for stream, thank you for being here. Raid Anarchy Rogue VT. I'll be working on post-stream stuff, but I will be hanging out in there. Alright, my friends. I will see you soon. Special thanks to Scott Dehano, Alala Skies, Becky D23, Callisto Malfoy, Carbon GM, Katori Creates, Constellator, Crucian 11, Cybergem, Dolston, Desu Doctor, D Dutchy, Debolta Bear, Felicity Ryan, Felicity, GM 505, Hex Manigan, Ink Fairy, Jade, Keef, Kiko, Kutsune, Lady Fable, Lady Cooler Vo, Lunata, Marionette VT, Mashimura VT, Maxford VT, Narina Novo, Omega TV, OG Level Up, Luska, Princess S, Pershumi, Curious, Rectangular, Reddish Bastard, Raven Kawaii, Rima Wasabi, Same Septic, Scoop the Avenger, Shiro, Sleep Monsters, Thanks Spell, Stellar 503, Star Skippers, Wurble, Tuberculosis, Tomain, Torgon, the Uber Twilight, Virtue Bro, and Whisperia VT. Your support means an enormous amount, and it's helped me get closer to one day doing this part-time and one day full-time. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye, bye. 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 Bye.
But you know, it's a dream.